Bonjour, ça va?
Oh,
Très
so
bien.
good.
Très
Yes,
bien.
Fabian.
Gosh. Okay. First, thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited to capture the fun energy, even though when we do air this, I won't be wearing big bulky sweaters anymore, fingers crossed, or have just come in from shoveling snow. But I think, it's so fun and we'll talk about this today as well because we've been talking about it all week, how when you look back and see how all the dots have connected, it's just so thrilling and it just gives a sense of peace for the future because the past is showing you the evidence of it working, even in the way that I was able to capture the energy of your experience the week before you walked the Camino, and then capturing it the week you
Yeah.
got back, and then again capturing the energy of your experience the day after your divorce court hearing, and how that pre-paved for my divorce court hearing. And then here we are again capturing the beautiful energy of this next iteration of our evolvement or evolution,
And
I guess I
and
should.
who we are becoming.
Yeah, yeah. And it's not like, oh my gosh, I made this completely brand new discovery. It is, I remembered something more than I created something new.
Oh, absolutely. And it's like as you were saying all that, I'm like, wow, that's not even 2 years ago.
Yeah, right. Which
It's
is
not even 2 years.
the beauty of documenting these things, the
Yeah.
beauty of this practice of making a commitment to yourself and then knowing that that commitment is real.
Well, it's choosing yourself.
Mhm.
It's making a choice. And we don't always like to hear that we have a choice, but we have a choice, and not making a choice is choosing.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. What we are tolerating, we are choosing.
absolutely.
And it feels
Absolutely.
like, no, that can't be so, because if that person would just get their act together, then my experience would be so much better.
Yeah.
And, it's not that you have to require everybody not on your vibration to move out of your house, but
Yeah.
sometimes that's what needs to happen. But it's this alignment with ourselves that then attracts the opportunities, the relationships, the interactions, the parking spaces, the, beautiful, graceful unfolding of a day of travel that is easy
Mhm.
and delicious. Like it just attracts all of these things to us that are already happening,
Mhm.
just weren't the vibrational match to have that
Yes.
experience. And so fine tuning our own alignment, our own dial, got us on the radio station where that really awesome song is playing. And I am here for it.
It's, I was sitting there today and I was choosing a card from my ISIS deck because that was what was calling me today. And it was another card about you're going to win and be successful. And this whole past week is about so that my guides in the universe are like, okay, how many more ways can we show you? You're seeing 1111, 222, 333. You're feeling goosebumps constantly. You're we're giving you this card from this deck about success. We're giving you this card from this deck about success. And another card I picked was from my animal spirit deck, and it was the Cobra. And it's about being where am I open to being a student?
Hmm.
And just immediately I knew right away what that was. And it's this beautiful unfolding, and you and I being together this past week. So your energy and my energy just elevated it even. I have goosebumps again, elevated it even more. We were in the vortex, we were in the energy, the easefulness of this whole week, the travel, everywhere we went, the people we surrounded ourselves with, and their energy just all led to being right here. And it whenever and my don't make no mistake, it's not that my mind's not trying to take me out of it. It sure is, but I just keep reminding my mind, no, look at this and this, I'm
Right.
okay.
We have social proof,
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
Ah, I love that, anyone that has been in my orbit for any amount of time, but
Yep.
primarily the last 4 years has known that I'm buying a chateau in France. Like I will have a chateau in France. I have had now three addresses of what that could be. And although properties move in and out of my awareness, there's a certainty of this desire, and that I know if these dreams are in me, these dreams are for me. I also know, thank you, Jesus, that the how is not my responsibility. And
Right.
it is what my work was, is to hold that certainty, that alignment, to fine tune what I thought I wanted in the first property. When that became not available anymore, I was able to fine tune, and having this mindset the entire time, and not just about property in France, but about
Yep.
everything.
Yep.
It's this or something better.
Yes.
And I only know what I know. So I think right now it's this. But if it ends up not being this, I know something better is queued up. And when I remember that, I'm unattached to the physicality,
Hmm.
what something is,
Hmm.
and I don't make that address, that person, that client, that husband, that whatever my source. I make it a cooperative component of me seeing what is available to me. So I have been laying the groundwork. I have been cultivating the relationships. I have been saying yes to myself in big and small ways that have has felt aligned, has felt whew, coming up against my growth edges
Yeah.
from doing the beta trip for my France experiences back in 2021, and the relationships that I just happened to make completely full circled as much as I know about my circle yesterday. And that was, 4.5 years later. So it is taking these tiny steps that move you toward the destination, that it's not just, oh, look at her. She has this
Right.
big house here, and she has this big house here, and it's no fair, or she has it easy, or whatever. It's just, I just kept taking the steps, and you eventually get to the place you're going if you keep moving in the direction of it.
Well, and as you were talking, what I love about this is that, like, here's growing, 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 and I'm over here growing, growing, growing. And my dream was to own real estate, but to own real estate and be in service. So as I'm going, and living my life and following the breadcrumbs and meditating every day and doing all the things to do the inner work for me, our vibrations uh, came here and
Right.
intersected.
Yes.
So you held the vision of, and I knew for me, I was like, I thought my first property would be in Italy.
Hmm.
So you have to be open to, um, not attached.
Yep.
You hold the vision, but don't be attached to the how or the where or the what. You just have to keep
Or the
following,
when.
or the when, and you just have to keep following those breadcrumbs. We intersect, and now we're here sitting here today. And each of us this
On a
week,
chateau in France.
yes, and it hasn't even been a week.
Oh my gosh.
And it's been one of those weeks of up leveling and amazing transformation for each of us in different ways. Where the other day I said to you, like, it's really great to have this dream that I want to own real estate, but to own real estate, Liz, you need to purchase real estate.
Right?
So here, Liz, I'm giving this to you. I'm offering, are you going to take it? Are you going to choose it?
Right.
And my mind could have taken me down this road of doubt and fear, but we
Hmm.
know better. We know what that is. That's not the truth.
Right.
That's not the truth. And every time we did something this past week, it was just, yes, of course. Yes, of course. More goosebumps. Yes, this is the direction we're supposed to be going. And then all of the downloads, and then all of the energy of all the people around us in France that you've cultivated connections with, joining us. And one of the things that came through to me too was just meeting Jessica of the Cognac Jewelry School, and that she's a runner. Like there's no mistake there that her and I were supposed to intersect for some of what I'm meant to do in France. So it's just this fascinating, beautiful dance of everybody's vibrations coming together. Oh, I have goosebumps again. Yeah, it's just fantastic. Like today I got up and I'm like, okay, everybody, I'm in a bubble of bliss. Please feel free to join me.
Right. And don't F with it.
Yes,
No
please don't.
arrows. No, none of that. Don't pop my
No,
bubble.
no. No. And I think part of that too is it's not I'm in my bubble of bliss
Right.
and I'm not aware,
Totally.
but it's I'm in my bubble of bliss, and that vibration ripples out to every single person around us to say, we're showing you what's possible. And if we would all come together, wow, let's
Right.
raise the vibrations of this world.
Totally.
So when you see yourself saying to yourself, oh, Wendy and Liz, blah, 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 whatever you say, I say to you, we're showing you what's possible, and we've been where you are.
Totally.
So we know this is it.
Right. Yes. Yes. And so much of what you just said resonate. I mean, all of it resonates. I just
Yeah.
have something to add to
Yes.
all of those things is that we were in a bubble, like we were in this gorgeous vortex. And we all know that that is not a state of existing. Like it comes and goes. But the thing
Yes.
is that we memorize what it feels like and we know how to get back there. So I don't, okay, 3 years ago on Monday, like the time warp of this past week has been so wacky as well. Actually, it was Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? What day? Wednesday. Wednesday. See, like we don't even know.
Yeah.
Today, Wednesday, we experienced one of the most gorgeous,
Oh my
like
gosh.
whatever, 18-hour period of time in the vortex of
Yes.
beautiful, high vibe, pure, positive
Momentum.
energy
Yeah.
with momentum, with like
Yeah.
non-resistant people swimming in our pool. Like it was so yummy. And
Yes.
I don't have to. get on a plane and go to Paris and retrace my steps to
No.
all of the and try to recreate that same yummy conversation, I can go there in my mind. Like
Yes.
that day became that is a touchstone for me. And
Oh, me too.
what's so beautiful about dreaming, and like I
Yeah.
I hold space for people that are holding space for themselves
Yeah.
in dreamy space where
Yes.
we're getting water and sunshine on your dreams. And there's something really beautiful about allowing yourself to dream because it's the difference between talking to the architect and talking to the general contractor. So the architect is like, yeah, I have a pencil. If we can draw it, you can have it, right? But the general
Yeah.
contractor is like, well, we've got some supply issues and I don't know if we can do like, bleh, we don't want to talk to that guy right now because we're in the dream space. And
Yeah.
so all to say it's what happens when you can stay feeling that high vibe. And if you start to get into the how of where are we going to get the vegan croissant so that you can have the same experience I'm having that first, like all of those things. That's when we
Yes.
kind of get
Yes.
in our way and we start to feel some resistance. That is not like, oh, shoot, I guess we really should have thought this through. It's not that. It's just your invitation to go a little bit more general and go as specific as you can and still feel good about it.
Well,
And
and it's all about the contrast.
yeah,
It's like, oh, there's resist. Well, what is that? And then you move because
yes.
now that we know what we know, we can't not know it. And it's
Totally.
embedded in each of our cells now.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
day, that's a touchstone for us, is a way for us to remember what's already in our cells that gets us out of the resistance.
Exactly.
Because we need to be reminded of that contrast,
Mhm.
right? So that we can, go up. And I love this conversation about dreaming and about because like you, I'm here to coach women to live the life they came here to live. And I'm sure that right now there's many people that are feeling this like I'm not allowed to dream. And I say to that, for God's sake, please dream because if you're not dreaming, we need to bring your vibration up. Who are you not to dream? You came here to live this life and be in service and to be doing all these things. And maybe it's not the same as Wendy and I, but your dreams are so important. And that's why we're sharing this with you. Not because we want to be like, hey, look it up. No, we're showing you what's possible. Come
Right. Come
along.
with us.
And
Come with us.
yes, and we'll help you get there from wherever you are if you're willing to do the inner work.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What I love about, I mean, obviously, 8,000 things that I love
Yeah.
about this experience, but
Yes.
I love that we are different people. We have
Yes.
different, in our human design is different, but the things that we are committed to is our own personal alignment,
Yeah.
regardless of how that impacts anybody else.
Yes. Yeah.
But we're also committed to using our words and we're committed to acknowledging like, okay, I just need to say this out loud. I'm bumping up against a growth edge. I'm recognizing some resistance. I want to voice it because, and I say all the time on the podcast, like some of these narratives, they're very convincing when they're just looping around in our
Oh,
mind.
so convincing.
But once we say it out loud, I'm like, oh, never mind, that's dumb. I know too much to even like finish that sentence. Thank you for
Yes.
holding that space. So it's not like you have to find somebody who is just like you to make this work. Like this is something that came to me when we were driving through the French countryside, whatever.
Yeah.
Best ideas come when you're driving through the French countryside, is that your life experience and where you are, the woman you've become to this point in time, made it happen. And the woman I've become through this life journey is my role is I make it work. So you made it happen, I make it work because of my generator energy, because of my social currency being connections, because of just the way that I'm built and the dreams that have been in my heart that I have allowed myself to have water and sunshine on and foster. And we already have our calendar for 2027 is halfway filled with
Yes.
fabulous things. So it's just, and I'm not misspeaking.
No.
2027, the calendar
Yeah.
for so many months from now is in place. And it's really beautiful when you can embody this principle that the how is not my responsibility.
Yes.
No, no, it really isn't. And there's another person who is so excited that the how is not her responsibility either,
Right.
and
Right.
that you are meeting that in each other. The universe uses cooperative components, which are people.
Yeah.
It's not
Well, and
just like money fell from heaven.
no, no.
It's like you were the cooperative component
Yes.
to make this happen,
Yes. Yes.
which has
And
lots
one,
of cooperative components too.
yeah, absolutely. And the beautiful part about this is that we aren't the same. You're a generator, I'm a projector. And part of what I'm here to do is to help others bring their gifts out into the world to raise the vibrations. So it's not surprising to me that you and I came together. And that's what is the beautiful part of all of this is your generator energy is making this all work, like you said, but is bringing it out to the people. And then I have my own dreams and ideas. And because you're a generator, you can help me get them out in a different way that works for me and my energy, which it's just this beautiful dance between the two of us of what we each bring to the table in different ways. But we're also both verbal processors. So when we're both, hey, I just need to get this out, we just hold space for each other. It's it's magnificent. This past week, I can't even put into words yet. And I'm not meant to, and I'm meant to right now let it integrate and land. Um, but it's fabulous.
It is. It is. And even in this fabulousness, we are experiencing contrast. Like
Yes.
we were one of the mornings in my morning practice, I was journaling and making a list of the people that I was super excited to share this. It's
Yeah.
kind of like so many people on my multi-decade journey toward being a mother. It's like I'm really excited to share this with some people that have been around for a long time. And then, but I had another list. I had a list of people that I had some split energy about because I want to tell them, and I know that they want to be happy for me, but
Yeah.
there is some resistance to their own lack and scarcity. And it was not a judgment, an observation.
Yeah.
What the observation was for me as well was that is not my work. I don't have to manage how my ex-husband integrates this new information about my effing fabulous life. Like that's
Yeah.
so cool and a relief.
Yes.
And you don't have to have everybody in your cheering section to make what you're doing
No.
worthy of cheering. You are your own cheering section.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Um, I I love all of what you just said because and we talked about this one day when we were driving, just like how magnificent it was that we didn't need to ask permission.
And spoiler
Yeah.
alert, either do you,
Yeah.
listener, watcher,
Yes.
experiencer of this
Yeah.
uncle. Yeah. The person, and that was one of the things 6 years ago when I deliberately made decisions to that started this spiritual personal development
Hmm.
journey in its current form.
Hmm.
One of the things that, so I invested in a coaching program. I had never done that before, which I have something to say about that as well. Um, that the thing, whatever the program promise was like, oh, we're gonna set up your Instagram and you're gonna make $1 million doing what you love. It's gonna be so great. And it's gonna happen in 12 weeks, whatever. Like that program promise is that didn't happen. And what did happen was I gained an understanding of personal agency that I had no idea was even available for me. And I had been living in a narrative that said someone else who has more money, has better ideas, has what more resources than I do, just needs to discover me and see how great I am and then give me everything I need to live out my dreams. And what I learned in that program and in that
Hmm.
time, because I was ready to learn it,
Hmm.
is that the person I'm waiting to give me permission is me.
Yeah.
And once
Yeah.
I understood that, once I integrated that, then I was like, oh, okay. Well, then we got some stuff to do because I got a long list. And now that I know I'm only waiting on me, let's get this show on the road.
Yeah. It's just an excuse we tell ourselves that our
It's
mind tries to
convincing.
tell. Yes, it's very convincing. And part of that, it's so subconscious, we don't even realize it's there until we realize it's there.
Right.
Because the same with me is I didn't do a coaching program, but 10 years, this is a big year for me because 10 years ago, I began consistently meditating. I went vegan, um, and I started really, my expansion started where I was traveling again and visiting places. And I hadn't done that since I lived in Ireland in the late 90s. And when I look back on it all, I'm not surprised where I'm at. And it's not that I'm all looking at it like, crap, it took me 10 years. It needed to take that in order for me to get to a place where I was in alignment. And for me, it's my daily meditation practice for sure, which led me to get certified and all these things that led, all the races I did, all that, like, it all mattered. Like,
Right.
so when you look back, it's not like any one thing, it's all the breadcrumbs you
That's
choosing to follow. Um, and it's not that there's not pain or you're not bumping against your edge. It's just these beautiful up levels that keep happening if you allow it. And it's filled with joy and magic and bliss and love and connection and community, all of it. Like the community that was around us in France. In France, like we were communicating, we're speaking English, they're speaking French, and we communicated.
Mhm. Oh my
So,
gosh, I totally forgot about that. I was thinking of the beautiful vortex day, but the day of,
yeah.
oh my gosh.
Looking at the chateau and
Oh
like,
my gosh, I had been, which I would love to share. So, how this property came into my awareness was through the connections that I've made with English speakers in
yep.
my many, many visits there. And my friends Jessica and Jonathan were on the case. I said, I'm ready. Yes, I've been ready. Let's do this. And they said, great, we'll send you some listings, which they did. And I was like, oh, this is so fun. And then they sent a note, hey, we have a friend, Scottish friend who knows of this French woman who is selling her property. Here's a picture of it. What do you think? I was like, yeah. Do you want us to go look at it? Yes, please. Please go look at it. And I could in my lower vibration go, excuse me, little miss, what the F do you think you're doing? Can we remind you
Oh,
what's your bank account? And what are you thinking sending people to go look at a property in France? Like, who do you think you are? I mean, I have all the voices, believe me. And I was like, no, this feels good. It doesn't hurt to look. I like to know what I'm in for and into. So they did. I sent a thank you note to the owner for opening her home to my friends. They were there for so long and they took videos and pictures, all the things. And then started the love affair with beautiful Anne, who owns the
yes,
property. And
yes.
we exchange WhatsApp messages 5 times a week for, I don't know, 2 months. And it's so beautiful. And I'm looking at, she's doing 8,000 things at the chateau, which, hello, pot, I'm kettle. It's so nice to meet you. Like, it's so fun to see someone who's doing 1,000 things and doesn't really care if anyone thinks that's too many things or whatever. So she called us Sisters of the Heart. So
Mm,
she and I were already in love before I ever stepped on a plane. And I mean, that's such a gift. And we didn't talk to a real estate agent, a French real estate agent. We did
mhm.
not have like, oh, my people will talk to your people and they'll talk to each other and then we won't have a relation. Oh my gosh, this is how I like to do things. So all of this led to us having the gorgeous opportunity to not only go to France to look at the property and see how it felt, because that's what we were interested in. That's
Yes,
what we
stand.
want
Yeah, we
pictures.
needed to stand
I
there.
don't need to see how it looks. I wanted to know how it felt. But we got
Absolutely.
to spend the night. We got to shower. I washed my hair. I've never
Yes.
been able to wash my hair in a house that I'm about to make my own. That's something you find out on the other end, like, oh, shoot, I wish I would have known there was no water pressure or whatever. I wish I would have known. And it just was so beautiful. She made us dinner. Introduced us to friends. We all whisked ourselves to the hotel together, who's
Oh
all
my gosh.
her name is Anne, my middle name is Anne, your middle name is Anne. Like, it's just a freaking love fest that was also a graceful unfolding. And the last thing I will say about that is you don't know it's a graceful unfolding if you don't keep going.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. And what I love about this too is, oh, I have goosebumps again, is that how this all unfolded for you versus unfolded for me. And it's the same but not, and beautiful and easeful. And um, like we were on Wednesday, I mean, because this was dreamy too. We got to go taste the cognac in our cognac barrels to see where it was at. But as I was sitting on that boat in Paris, I realized I had a moment where I was like, oh my God, and I'm going to cry. But when we were sitting on that boat last September, and he was talking about when you should come back and take, like, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to plan a trip in January around my birthday because my birthday is January 29th, and I'll go and taste it then. And then as I'm sitting there, again, you don't know the how. I was sitting there And it came to me like I paved the way for me being there in January.
Right.
And it all this week worked out for you and I, and it was 6 days. And although it was like this whirlwind, it was like this time warp, like
Mhm.
where time slowed down, yet it didn't. And it was just the way it all unfolded so beautifully. It
Yeah.
was like it was magic. I
Yes.
mean, so I'm not surprised where we're sitting today saying, "Oh, what was I doing in France? Oh, let me tell you, my friend Wendy and I, we bought a chateau. And it's not just any chateau. It's a chateau that also has a water softening system. It's
And
also,
heat pump. Oh my gosh. Right, the energy rating is AB. If you've ever
yes.
looked at an old house anywhere, let alone in France, that's like more LMNOP than AB,
Yes.
FG. But still, it's like all it's it's one of my favorite Bible verses is Ephesians 3:23, and it says, to him who is able to do immeasurably more than all you ask for or imagine. And like
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
it.
I have
This was
goosebumps.
immeasurably more than all
Yes.
I asked. Like I wanted a chateau in France. I didn't know it was coming with a water softener and a heating system. Like that's amazing.
And she made us dinner and she made me something vegan. And like it really, like it was just a beautiful dream unfolding, yet not surprising because we've done so much of the inner work where we were a match for
For
it.
that experience. Right. And
Yes.
I love that each of us had a witness
Yes.
to the experience
Yes. Because
because
can
it
you
would be
imagine?
hard to recall all of the details.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then that, just sitting there on Wednesday telling each of the people and the energy of an excitement of it all was just like, and it was one right after the other of these beautiful meetings that were set up for the day where everybody just was like meeting our vibrational match.
Right. And being so excited for us and also adding ideas of how we can collaborate.
Oh my God.
Like it
Like,
wasn't
oh,
like, oh my gosh, that's so neat. Let me show you a picture of my new puppy. They were like, oh my gosh, that's so neat. Let's do this. Let's do this. We'll put our products in there. Oh, we've got guests that are coming where I'm going to hook you up. Oh, this guy. Okay. You need to know him. Oh, we're gonna. It's like, oh, okay. Like even my generator energy, who's so ready, like I can make this work. I will make this work. It's like, oh my gosh, I don't even have to do everything to make it work.
and then said that I'm over here going, and because of your generator energy and these other energies that we're coming in contact with, I don't have to take all my energy to make it work because as a projector, it's, you
Yeah,
know,
you wanted to do this, but you weren't sure like how you were going to
do
make
it
it work.
all.
It's like,
Yes,
yeah, I
yes.
could buy a property, whatever, but how am I going to tell people about it and how am I going to host them? And
Oh my, yes. It's like when you have your own business and you need that person to do the marketing and then you need to do the financial side and then you need to do, it's like you have these. And I think I said to you so many times this past week the how you thought you had to do it alone and I thought I had to do it alone. And then once we realized it was the collaboration of us together that was going to create magic, it's almost like my shoulders went,
right,
oh, thank God.
right.
This is how I do it. I
And I
don't
didn't
do it
have to get
alone, which
married to
is,
somebody to get what I wanted. What a relief.
oh, so good. And both of us couldn't, it's such a greater understanding for me of why I couldn't stay in the relationship I was anymore.
Totally. Right.
And
Yeah.
once that was, we opened that new door, I'm not surprised where I'm sitting today. Yeah.
Right. And what I wanted to say earlier that I forgot in my glee and excitement is that how we met each other was also a personal investment in ourselves for a business building course
Yes.
opportunity that we said yes to because we wanted to grow
Yes.
our businesses, and we met each other, and then we became friends, and we live 15 minutes away. We've
Right.
collaborated on so many things, and
Yeah.
now this. So it's, sometimes as new business owners or solopreneurs, even if you've been doing it for
Yes.
a long time, it's hard to think like, oh, I can't keep investing in myself. I have to integrate. I have to take some time and pay off all of my bills and be at zero before I can invest in myself again. And that's really, investing in yourself is more than just how much the program costs. So if whatever it is, whether it's like a business building program or it's a a running a walk with me presence path program, sorry, I'm like situation like it doesn't have a name. Whether you're responding to an
Yeah.
offer that is like what you're doing, whether someone's coming on a trip with me to another part of France or Edinburgh or staying at the bed and breakfast, whatever it is, it's always more than what it is. So
Yes.
trusting that if that hearing that offer makes your heart swell, it's because it's for you and not just because you want to come to the summer solstice white party and make a flower crown out of my peonies. It's that is so dreamy because that is just the next breadcrumb, the next glitter on your path of who you meet, how you say yes to yourself, how you continue down this road. All the yeses that we're saying, they're not one and done, and they're not just for this next thing that's happening.
Right.
And what investment does is that it causes us to pay better attention. So
Yes.
there is no transformation without transaction. So whether you
Well,
are,
it's energy.
that's right. And so whether you are making a financial commitment and investment, if it's a time investment, if it's changing a new practice and investment to like how you spend your day, how you spend your mornings, all of those things
Yes.
is like that investment has
Hmm.
a high return and it's necessary to for the up level. Like there needs to be momentum moving there.
Yes.
And you just
Oh,
don't know how all these cooperative components are coming together.
right.
I don't speak French and I lead these trips, but I've been there enough to not only make these fabulous connections,
Yeah.
but to listen to the language enough that I was able to translate a 2 hour house tour in
Yeah.
French to you. I didn't get all of it, but I did
We
really
got what we
well.
needed. We got what we needed. Yeah. Right. So, um, and that's exactly what came through to me on my card about what are you willing to be a student of? I meant to be a student of the French language and French culture and France itself. And it it really is like you were saying, what you say yes to is a small piece of it.
It's just the
That's
next.
the first, it's yes, it's that first breadcrumb. You say yes and then get ready.
Right.
It's like in 2019 when my word of the year was expansion.
That'll get you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What is your word this year? Remind me.
Patience.
Mm, I love that. Mine is legacy. And it's so fascinating because those two words intertwine.
Mm,
The tagline for my word of the year is that I'm playing the long game.
yeah,
And that intersects really beautifully with your word as well.
exactly. Because, and of course, I always have a good running metaphor, and people have heard this one many times, but it's a marathon, not a sprint. And it's not the destination, it's the journey to get there. It really is the journey and growth that happens along the way. That's what the yes was about.
Right. Right. And I let, so many times we've heard it's not the destination, it's the journey. We're like, yeah, 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 yeah,
Right.
but I really want the thing. But it's understanding that the thing that we want is not
Yes.
actually the destination. It's just more glitter on the path because guess what?
Yes.
We get to want more stuff. Like
Yes.
the LLC we're creating is
Yes.
to hold
Just the beginning.
all of the land
Yes.
holdings. It's like I am a land baroness and I made
Yes.
that declaration in 2023. And, a year after the first chateau found me. And I was like, this is happening. And my work is to be the woman who recognizes when it's happening. So,
Yes.
and knowing that it will, and just to keep following, like you said, the breadcrumbs. I like glitter because even if you try to like wash glitter off, there's still
No.
so much. It multiplies. Every time you
Yes.
brush it, it just multiplies. And that's how
Yeah.
this is for me. I just, I'm, I'm covered in glitter.
And I would say to like one thing I'm thinking about is that how do you know what's calling to you? Like it's presence, pay attention, be aware. Like I was very aware that I was watching documentaries, movies where people bought villas or bought property and were renovating, or places in France, or I would watch real estate shows about people buying property in France or Italy or in other countries. And that that piece is the part of all of this because then you get in that energy, right? So if you're wondering like where you are on the path, start paying attention to what you're ingesting. And is it for your highest good or is it bringing you down?
It's all so important.
Yeah.
Think, what if you could think of a question, a journal prompt, or something
Mm,
to pass on to people? I'd love for you to share that. I think for me, what I would love to invite those listening
mm.
to do is like find a really beautiful place in your house or go to a beautiful room, a hotel lobby. I love beautiful
Mhm.
spaces. So whether
Oh,
it's
me
an
too.
art
Oh,
gallery or a coffee shop or wherever you like, and have a beautiful piece of paper and your favorite writing utensil and have something yummy. Like you want something beautiful to see, beautiful to hear, beautiful to smell, beautiful to taste,
absolutely.
beautiful to touch. Like,
Yes.
engage
Yes.
all of
A
those
beautiful mug.
senses. Right. Engage all of those senses and then breathe into the question, like what would be unbelievable, but that I want and not, but this person would have to die to give me the money or this,
No, no.
like none of the how, but just start leaning into the what and the why. Because everything that we
Oh,
want is because we believe we'll feel better in the having of it. So once we can, the what and the why are the only things that are our responsibility. The how, the when, the where is not ours, but
no.
identifying the why, identifying how it will feel to have this thing, to be this thing, whatever it is, and then memorize those feelings. What does it feel
Hmm.
like to be in choice, to be free, to be
Hmm.
free, to feel expansive, all of these things that are important to you that for me were associated with owning property in France that I could use
Yeah.
for retreats and all of these things. And then once I'm focusing on how I want to feel, then I can see, oh, when I have coffee in my own house, like I also feel free when it's the morning and I know I have the whole day ahead of me. That feels so
Mhm.
freeing. So you start memorizing where you are already feeling those emotional states in the experience that you have now, and not to show yourself how you don't need the chateau in France to feel good. It's not
No.
that. It's to memorize how it feels so that all the things that feel like that,
Yeah.
your magnet is working and you are just attracting more and more and more and more and more things that come with that same emotional, yummy feeling that you were desiring in the first place.
Oh, absolutely. All of that. And I would also say, add in the more you practice presence. Sorry for everybody who's wondering why, like I moved and then I came back to my two goldies are so excited that I'm home and they are like they think I'm talking to them and Ginger's headbutting me right now. Um, but it's the more present you are, the more you can feel into your why and that it's your why, not what someone else wants for you or not what you think someone else thinks you should be doing. It's about a true, your true why. And the more you can practice this sitting in, like you were saying, sitting in the beautiful feelings of it all, um, the more you can attract and bring that to you. But one thing that I would say, maybe a journaling prompt to just sit in that space would be one of the affirmations I write every day is I am open to the truth within me that wants to be listened to and revealed. So maybe the journaling prompt for that is what truth in me wants to be listened to?
Mm.
What truth wants to be revealed to me that I'm not listening to right now? Because we're supposed to feel good. So the awareness is when you don't feel good, because that's when you know you're out. You're not present. You're not in the vortex. You're not in alignment. And it's not about getting right to joy, but
No.
just start by asking. And maybe the answer doesn't come right away, but just sit in that space. And a lot of times what happens is once you sit in that space, as you're going through your day and you're having a moment of presence, you'll get a download. There'll be a word, a song. Someone offers you a book. You watch or listen to me and you, like on one of our podcasts or in this. You listen to Wendy's podcast. You follow me on Instagram, or you're called to join my email list or someone else's. Like follow the, or you see a documentary is presented to you when you turn on the TV. There's a reason for that. Like, so pay attention. So maybe another great prompt is, where am I not paying attention?
Mm-hmm.
Like, where am I not? Where am I? Yeah, I would say that's enough for now. You don't
Yes.
want to be overwhelmed with prompts. But it
Right.
really, but it's about, you have to practice sitting in that space of stillness. It's not about you ask the question and all these things, you just start writing.
Right. You're not figuring it out.
But one thing I would add that I've mentioned to you before, and I think on a podcast, is that, um, as you begin to write, sometimes if nothing is coming, what I say is I'll be like, I didn't want to talk about this, or what's coming up for me is, um, and it's about saying yes to what's coming. Like just don't. It's not about grammar. It's not about the perfect comma. You just keep writing and notice when you butt up against, you stop saying yes to what's coming. That's where your edge is. That's where you want to be like, ooh, that's where the beauty is. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's so good. Okay. I love you so much.
I
Thank
love
you
you
for
too.
this beautiful opportunity for us to document the high vibe energy.
Mm,
It's so
mm.
good.
Come
And
along with us,
there,
everybody.
yes, come, come. We have so many places for you to lay your head now. It's so fantastic. Thank you so much, Liz. This is, it's very fun to journey with you. To
I
be
know. And
continued.
yes, to be continued.